over the first 7 pages of that diagram packet in green. I'm going to go kind of fast so you can pause and rewind if you need to. You should have your reference tables. On this first page, remember this is summer because the northern axis is leaning in towards the sun. And since it's also further away, you're going to have less kinetic energy and lower orbital velocity, which means slowed speed, less gravitational pull here in the winter. North axis is tilted away at the top, and direct rays are at Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south in the southern hemisphere. That's why it's winter, even though we're closer, but it'll have faster velocity. Page 2 is your sun's path. For example, this one sun's path for spring and fall. Sunrise is here, sunset is in the back, and the solar noon is the highest point in the sky, but it's never directly overhead in New York State. You want to go for spring and fall. Sunrise is in the east, sunset is in the west. Winter, southeast to southwest. Summer, northeast to northwest for sunrise and sunset. And there are some other questions on here. You can, definitely text me or ask me any questions anytime. Okay, this is page 13 in the reference tables. This is station models review. The hardest one is the pressure. If you have 096 here, you're going to want to put a 10 in front of that. You want to make sure you use the example on page 13 in the reference tables. They have it being below 500, so they put a 10 in front of it as well. And that's the hardest one. The rest, you really want to use the example in the reference tables. Remember, on the station model, absolutely no units. So if you're going from long form to short form on the station model, no units, no degrees Fahrenheit, no nothing. And the hardest one is the pressure. If you do one on the regions, and there's like 4 things you got to put on there in long form or short form, you want to meticulously make sure you do all 4 of them right. Just for 1 point, there is no partial credit given. For topographic mapping, you want to make sure that the stream direction is going the opposite direction of the upward bend of the contour lines. Gradient is subtracting the 2 elevation levels that A and B, or whatever points they're talking about, are on, divided by the distance. To get the distance, you have to take a scrap piece of paper, mark off A and B, and bring it down here to your scale. Profile's a little harder. We'll go over those when we get back, or you can definitely watch a video on them. Alright, so this is the answer to that profile, though. Make sure you add units here. I did not add units. Last one for this page, we've done this. You've got your orographic lifting, or mountain lifting, or windward side of the mountain. That's usually the water side. It may be on this side on the regions. Don't go by, this is always the windward side. Okay, so look for the water or the words windward side of the mountain. It's windier, it has water, that wind, warm air rises, picks up here, it expands, cools, clouds form, condensation, so you get more rain. On the other side, it's rain shadowed out, and you're going to have warm and dry. And that's it for these 4 pages. We'll go over the next 3 in another video. Thank you.